Hi everyone, welcome to this edition of Take Charge Now. I have a question for you. If you had to use your home to fund your retirement, would you consider a chip reverse mortgage, a home equity line of credit, or even downsizing? And how do you go about choosing? There was a recent paper, it was released back in the fall, and it focused on CFFP research. They found that there were 7 home equity release strategies for Canadians to consider to fund their retirement. Now, for many Canadians, home equity has replaced pension assets as the most significant household asset. Now, those options I was talking about, they include a reverse mortgage, a home equity line of credit or HELOC, a second mortgage, or even refinancing. And by the way, another trendy option often put forward by advisors is to sell and downsize, sell and rent or lease back, or maybe even sell altogether and move to a rental dwelling. All of these are actually very viable options. However, the challenge is that not one size fits all. It's always about choice, but it isn't always about the money. The CFFP research found that 59% of respondents indicated a strong emotional attachment to their home, while 42% said that they'd like to stay in their home during retirement. And 44% don't think of their home as a way to fund their retirement. So let's break down some of the features, some of the benefits of the 3 most popular retirement funding options. But these are just the basics. So the first is, let's talk about the chip reverse mortgage. This is appropriate for someone over the age of 55 who wants to stay in their home and is prepared to keep up with maintenance, insurance, and taxes. You don't require any income, and when the loan is paid off, including interest, it's done with pre-tax dollars. This product is best suited for someone who wants to stay in their home but really doesn't have the cash flow to support it. And by the way, they can borrow up to 55% of the equity in their home while still enjoying the appreciation of their home in terms of market value. Let's talk about a home equity line of credit, a HELOC. That's appropriate also for someone who wants to stay in their home. The product is very competitive and so are the rates. And you can borrow up to 80% of the equity in your home. You have to keep the home in good standing and make regular payments. So this is where cash flow is required to facilitate the whole process. This option is also suitable for someone who wants to stay in their home and age in place where cash flow just really isn't an issue. And let's talk about downsizing. It's becoming more popular, but there are emotional strings that are attached. The research found that over 90% of Canadians want to age in place. They will be required to fund this move and relocate to a new home, which for some may or may not work. Costs can escalate, and while the footprint may be reduced, there's no guarantee the costs will be reduced. I get it. These are challenging and very emotional decisions for both a client as well as an advisor. The boomers, they're aging. And there are fears of outliving their money, losing financial control, and of course declining health, which could limit independence. These are not new issues, but they are coming to the forefront as boomers retire. The financial reality of Canadians 55 plus is concerning, and here are just a few of them. The average 65-year-old has an income shortfall of $20,000 annually. We know there are limited pensions out there. Only 39% of Canadians between the ages of 55 and 64 have a company pension. And many Canadians will outlive their money. The average Canadian has less than $200,000 saved. And 43% will have the vast majority of their wealth tied up in the equity of their home. Now, there is comfort in knowing that you're not alone, and there is comfort in knowing that you do have options. And there's also some good news because you have a choice, and you have a choice that's right for you. I always believe knowledge is power. And once you have knowledge, you to choose the right product that's ultimately suited for you.